everybody. It's Joanne with expressionsvinyl.com, and I'll wait for a few minutes to let people tune in. Let's see. If you're just tuning in, it's our 12 days of crafting. Today's day 6, so yay, I'm starting to see people tune in. Today we are doing stenciling on a canvas sign like this. So yeah, I'm starting to get more people. So it's 12 days of crafting, day 6, and we're stenciling on this wooden sign. And let me make sure I can see the comments here. Okay, good. Good, more people. Just want to make sure you're there and I can see comments. How has everybody's Wednesday been? Are you catching up from the busy weekend? Do you have any fun plans for the rest of the week? And if you're just tuning in, it's our 12 days of crafting, and today we're doing stenciling on these signs. I was gonna try and have these ready ahead of time, and I was working on them. They're just, they take patience. So if you don't have patience, you gotta have a little patience to do this, because I'm using the Oramask 813 stencil material and applying it to canvas. And you know where it's not really meant to do that. It takes a little bit to work with it and make sure it sticks. So you get to see what it's really like crafting. And if you've never used Oramask or never done stenciling before, it's easy. You cut it out just the same way you would cut out any other adhesive vinyl. However, you weed out the letters that you're going to use that you want to paint on. You don't weed the extra out like you normally would. You weed out all the letters. So I already have this one weeded out. How many people have used it before? How many people have done stenciling before? I'm just curious to see. And this may take me longer than I think it should. I'm so sorry. It's really wanting to pull up. I tried to de-tack the transfer tape too. This is my second time using this piece. And I put it, push it up against my pants too to try and get it a little less tacky. How many people have got your orders already from our Black Friday weekend sales? I've seen a bunch of people posting out in our group, and I love it. So how many others have seen it? If you haven't yet, I'm so sorry. They've all been shipped out, but now it kind of depends on the post office. But they should be getting to you soon. Jamie, off subject, but is there a video on how to use the printable HTV? Yes, there is. And if we don't get to it during this live, then we'll make sure to post it later. But there is a video. Okay, this is not cooperating with me today. But you really get to see what it's like in real life. Got my first 3 orders on Monday. How many did you order, Jamie? Supposed to be here on Saturday, which is 3 days earlier. 5 packages, Kylie. And I wasn't talking about you the other day, Kylie. I was talking about somebody else. But now seeing that number, you could be on that list too. Let's do by a show of hands who did more than 3 orders over the weekend. I want to see who did more than 3 orders, if you're willing to fess up to it. If you're not willing to fess up to it, then Oh, 6 or 7. Wow. I know there's more of you out there that did more than 3 orders. More than just Jamie and Kylie. Okay, for anybody that is just tuning in, just want to make sure you know what's going on. It's our 12 days of crafting. We're on day 6 where we're stenciling these signs. And this canvas sign I got from Hobby Lobby. Just back in the same section where they have all their unfinished wood projects. So it's back in that same section. Okay. This is going... Here we go. I'll use that to hold it down while I'm trying to peel some of this up. Another great use for your app tool. How many people were able to get the freebies? Either the free vinyl or the mystery packs, or if you're a Vinyl Club member, did you get the app tool set? Oh, Jessica, I've made a few things with that sign in particular. It's a good one. It is a good one. When I saw it, I'm like, it would be a fun one. And I'll show you what the saying says when I get the transfer tape peeled off, hopefully. And I'm sorry, I think my internet just blinked a little, so I'm sorry if that cut out on you. How many of you got the new patterns that we released? And how many of you would love to see them sooner than February? Just out of curiosity, if you would love to see them sooner than February. And those new patterns would be the gnomes, the denim paisley, books, and whoa, almost lost a whole piece. Books and watercolor tie-dye, the tie-dye watercolor. So just curious if you want to see them before February. We maybe could do them sooner. And question about my camera, I know I probably should switch it around, but the reason I have it this way is so I can see my comments on Instagram. I can't see the comments coming through on Instagram if I have the camera turned around the other way. That's just the way it shows up. I'm sorry. I will try and do that for the next one. The next one tomorrow night. I'll try and turn my Facebook one around, but my Instagram one will still be the same way so that I can see the comments. I want to be able to see what you're saying to me so I can reply back to you. Thank you everybody that's tuning in, watching me struggle with this Aura mask on this fabric. But I've almost got it. Getting closer. I never said it was going to be an easy project. I just said we were going to do 12 days of crafting. And you guys voted last night that you wanted to see this one instead of heat transfer on it. So I'm going to put part of the blame on the length of this on you guys, because that's what you voted for. And I think it would be easier to apply on a wood surface, but applying an adhesive vinyl on fabric is a little tricky to make it stay down. And someone asked what material I'm using. I'm using Aura Mask 813, which is a stencil material made specifically for stencils, and I'm going to be painting on this. We decided last night, if you were on the live last night, I gave you the option of iron-on or stenciling, and you guys chose iron-on. I mean, you chose stenciling, so that's what we're going with. I was just going to have this done before, but it was taking me just as long, and I didn't plan enough time. There's only so many hours in the day. Okay. Hello, hello from everyone tuning in. Tori and Wendy. And yes, Kylie, it is difficult to apply sometimes. Okay. Almost got it. These few pieces are just gonna have to... As long as I don't lose any, I can reapply some. Okay. Almost there, almost there. So what else is everybody crafting for Christmas? I know I asked you last night about some of the projects, but I'd love to hear some of the projects that you're crafting for Christmas. So what are some other things that you guys are making for Christmas? I heard some people say that this year was going to be all homemade. Okay, I finally got it on there. Let me just make sure it's pressed down tight. And it's hard to tell if it's pressed down tight, so I guess we'll figure that out as we're going as well. And I'm just using my Cricut brayer to do this. Did placemats with the Hobby Lobby Buffalo Check, yep. Custom ribbon for wreath bows. Everyone is sold out. I didn't see what they were sold out of, but making grandma sweatshirts and dinosaurs. Sounds like lots of fun, everybody. Okay. This one's going to be a little interesting. I don't know if I have it down tight. I guess we'll just see. So this is the design, and I know it's backwards, but it says, have courage and be kind. I think it would be a cute sign to hang up. How many people have used Mod Podge as a first layer? I've heard other people doing it. I never have. I actually did on this one. I have two that I'm ready to paint tonight. I did on this one. This one says, 'tis the season to sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. I did a little bit on this one, but I didn't on this one. I'll just try the paint on this one. And these two projects, since I'm not, you can use a fabric paint if you want. Since I'm not washing these or worrying about that, it's not going to go outside. They're inside projects. I'm just going to use regular acrylic paint. So, and just a basic sponge brush. Now I just need to decide what colors to do this one. I'm going to do the little heart pink or pink. What color should I do the rest of the words? Do you think that will show? Oh, give me some ideas on what you want. What do you think will show for the words? I don't have many colors here. There's a blue. Blue? Okay, people have said they've used it on wood, the Mod Podge on wood, but not on canvas. So I'm curious. Oh, red for Valentine's Day? That could be cute. I have a lighter pink. Oh, this pink right here. I could do a red and red and pink. Okay, we're just gonna go with the red and pink. And cross our fingers that it works. And these are just basic acrylic paints that I got at Hobby Lobby, so a tiny bit of pink and a tiny bit of red. And I just get a little bit on I use a sponge brush. You can also use brushes like this, but I just use a regular sponge brush. And, oh, thank you, Wendy. I had no idea where the quote was. It was just something I got in it was from Design Bundles. So I got it in a bundle of stuff. So if you want this quote, I got it from Design Bundles, or you can find your favorite font and just do it that way. And all I'm doing is just dabbing it on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do the little heart with the pink and these little swoosh things, whatever those are called, the little swooshes at the edges. And that pink might be a little light, but oh well. Okay, and I've got some swooshes up there. And Rachel is also on answering questions if I miss any of your questions. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, if you just tuned in, we're doing our 12 days of crafting, and today is day 6 with the stencil that you guys voted on last night. I want to know how many people are going to go try this. I love watching projects, you know, when project videos will come up or something. I love seeing them and thinking, oh, I'm going to go try that. So how many people are going to go try that? Try this. Because it really is simple. The only hard part is just having the patience to peel off the transfer tape to put it on here. Okay, so I did the little swooshes, the heart, and the and sign. Now I'm just gonna, oh, I'm glad that landed on the backing down there. Now I'm gonna use the red and do the rest of it. And if you get your brush so it doesn't have as much paint on it, it doesn't seep as much, at least from projects I've done. If your paintbrush has a lot of paint, then it will kind of seep underneath. I'm not guaranteeing it won't seep underneath. That's what I've done in different projects in the past. When I've done different stenciling on wood. Oh, Tammy, you're not that patient with it. I would still try it, but I would try it on wood. The thing with canvas is it's just not, it doesn't stick, but the Ormask sticks to wood easy. So if you want to try it on a piece of wood or a hard surface first, because it is a lot of fun. Stenciling is a lot of fun because you can customize it and do different things. may end up being a longer project than I thought, but you guys just get to hang out with me tonight. So who knows what project is tomorrow? Any guesses out there? That was actually the original project we posted, but what project is tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow is the ornaments. I got to speed up a little bit. This doesn't, the canvas is kind of soaking in the paint a little. So I feel like I have to go over it a few times. So I will try and speed this up. You can hang out with me for longer if you want. If not, these will be posted if you can't hang out with me longer. I'm up for company though, so. Yes, I'm doing ornaments, but they will be plastic. How many of you watched our Instagram story today or saw what we posted on Instagram? And it's also on TikTok. If you've got TikTok, we are over on TikTok. We also posted it on TikTok, and we would love it if you'd go over there and comment or say something, because we don't have a lot of followers on TikTok yet. And I think it would be a funny video to have kind of go viral. So head over to TikTok and like our video over there. Get other people commenting and sharing it. And if you're tuning in for tomorrow, the ornaments I got are from Walmart. I found a 3-pack from Walmart. But you can find the plastic ornaments anywhere. I've got acrylic ornaments that I'm doing, not next week, but the week after. So we're doing those ornaments as well in 2 weeks. And for our schedule, we've got Thursday and Friday of this week will be the last ones this week. And then we won't be doing it again until the following Tuesday. So there will be a week off, a little over a week off before we do another one. And the project on this coming Friday, Jessica is actually doing that one. So you won't have to look at me, you get to look at Jessica. And she's doing wood signs. So not stenciling, but using adhesive vinyl. I'm not sure what kind yet, but vinyl on wood signs. So she will be doing that one. She may be watching right now, I don't know. Somebody mentioned they can't wait for the acrylic rounds. Those should be fun ones. I'll try and show them. You can look at this while I'm painting, but we used one of our metallics, and that's the front and the back. So it's got that fun color to it on the front and the back. And that's actually a Valentine's Day cut file, but I think it looked really cute on the ornaments. Whoops, I just got a little teeny red on the pink part. Oh well. So I want to know how many people out there have got their Christmas already. All set up, all the presents bought, it's all ready. You're just waiting for the day now. If you're one of those people, I'm very jealous because I don't. I've got a lot to do. Oh, and Tammy, vinyl on both sides? No, it only had vinyl on one side. It was the vinyl that we used that has that backing that made it look the same on both sides. It is a fun one. So check the calendar on that one. It's coming up not next week, but the week after. Because we're not going to have any of these next week. And nowhere close to being ready. That's kind of where I am at. I thought I would, but it just is not turning out that way. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work. This canvas seems like it's soaking up the paint. So I'm wondering if it's going to have, if it's going to seep through the edges at all. And you know what? I didn't even check. Oh, good. It's not going through it. Working on decorating. Have we tried spray paint with stencil cuts? I have. Well, I've watched it happen on a floor mat, which that's a great idea for those floor mats. I just don't really want to spray paint in the house for tonight, but that would have been another good one and a lot quicker than doing it this way. So that is another great idea. Spray paint. Take it outside somewhere you're not going to get paint everywhere. And this just might have to have a few lighter color spots, the rate it's going. Okay, on the last word. Your son's birthday is on the 20th. That makes sense. Let him have his birthday before you put up Christmas. Her thing was she doesn't put up Christmas until the 21st, and her son's birthday is the 20th. Then it's kind of his birthday first and then Christmas after. That kind of makes sense. It's probably hard having a birthday near Christmas, near any holiday. Mine is right by Thanksgiving. Tried to keep it quiet on here, but mine is right by Thanksgiving. But I have a brother, my youngest brother, his birthday is December 18th, so just the week before Christmas. But his firstborn son is the same day. So he not only shares his birthday with Christmas, but now he shares it with his son. We kind of joke with him that as soon as his son Nixon was born, he gave up his birthday because it's no longer his. It becomes his son's birthday. Because, you know, the children are more important, aren't they? But we joke that with him that he gave up his birthday as soon as Nixon was born. Yeah, December birthdays are forgotten birthdays. Any holiday birthdays are forgotten birthdays. They're just hard to make separate from the holiday. Celebrate the son's half birthday on Christmas. That's a fun idea too. Okay. I know this is probably taking a lot longer than everyone thought it would tonight. It's taking me a lot longer, but we'll get through this project. Almost done. And I apologize if the live keeps cutting out. I can't tell if it's cutting out or not. And if you're just tuning in, most of you have been here for the time, but if you're just tuning in or haven't watched any of our lives before, I'm Joanne with expressionsvinyl.com, and we're doing our 12 days of crafting. And today is day 6. Day 6. So we're halfway there. Okay, this one is really close to the edge of that pink. I don't want to get pink on it. Or I mean red on my pink. Okay. Okay, almost there. And all of you that said you wanted to try it, I expect you to go put your order in tonight for some Aura Mask and give this a try before Christmas, because it would make some fun Christmas presents. If you don't want to try it on fabric, try it on wood. We had a project a couple years ago where we did a wreath type of thing and then a monogram, which that would make a fun Christmas gift. Okay, just touching up a couple spots that I think didn't get. Yeah, I think this canvas is just eating up this paint. So that might be another consideration. If you don't want to use acrylic paint, you can also do just a fabric paint, get a fabric paint, or there's what's called a textile medium, and it's just something you can mix with acrylic paints and use them on fabric, and it might not soak in as bad. I'm not sure, but it may not soak in as bad. Okay, now I'm ready for the reveal. You can either let it dry a little bit more. If you're doing it on wood, I tend to just pull it off right then, because once it dries, if there's a lot of paint in a spot, it'll peel it up. So, and I don't want you guys to have to wait for this to dry, so I'm gonna try and peel this up and see what happens, at least the big pieces. Bad. Not bad. I'll try to get these little ones off without getting too much more paint on myself. Probably should have tried the Mod Podge. Maybe that would have made it so it wouldn't soak in as much. And I'll show you what I mean as soon as I get these little pieces off. how many small pieces there were. And how much paint I'm getting on my hand. Okay. Try not to get paint on it. Here we go. This is how it turned out. Which it didn't turn out too bad. The paint bled a tiny bit. Sorry, I'm moving it so both cameras can see it. The paint bled a little bit, but it didn't do too bad. It's hard to see the pink, but it wasn't too bad. I think maybe if you tried it with Mod Podge, it might work a little better. Or doing a fabric paint, it might work a little better. But how does everybody think that turned out? How many people are going to go attempt that? I think you should. I really think you should. So, and it says, have courage and be kind. So, yeah, have courage and be kind. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. Once this is done, we post pictures. They've been on our Facebook page. I'm also getting ready to put the videos on YouTube, and I'll make sure that it's got the correct position of the picture so you can see exactly what it looks like. And we'll put pictures of these when I can stage them fancy and take a fancy picture. I'll take it to work with me tomorrow and do that. So that's stenciling and using Oramask 813. And I know that's going to be backwards. So that's for our day 6 on our 12 days of crafting. Thank you everybody who tuned in today. Tomorrow we're going to be doing ornaments. And these were just from Walmart. It'll be hard to put it on this glitter one. That top one is glitter, but the other two, it's got a matte finish and then a glossy finish. And they are acrylic, so they will not break in my hand. I've kind of shell shocked from that. I haven't tried to decorate glass ornaments since then. But, so, there's our fun project for tonight. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll always love it when people tune in. I am actually, you can stay longer if you want. I'm going to work on this other sign, but you don't need to stay longer if you don't want to. I have this one, but I'm not going to put this one on canvas yet. It's took me a little bit longer to put on the canvas. But the other one I'm going to do, let's see, got to put this somewhere to dry. Okay. The other one I'm going to do is on this kind of canvas. And it's just a regular canvas. And I put Mod Podge on this first, and so hopefully it won't seep through. So if you want to stay and watch that, see how this one turns out, I would love it. If not, thank you so much for tuning in. This one might be a little easier. Can we talk or show how to use the printable HTV? I don't have any here to show you. I'm at home. I'll make sure that you get a link for that. But it is very simple to use. You just print on it. You print on it the same way that you would print anything else. You don't have to mirror it, do anything like that. Print on it like that. And you want to work with a little bit bigger piece, a little bit bigger image. and peel that off the backing and put it on whatever you're going to press it onto. And then put parchment paper on top of that to press it. And follow the heat, the temp times and settings for how long you press it. When it starts to get a little warm, it can curl a tiny bit. So if you can place it on there before you move it to your heat press or under your iron, it's better. And that's why the little bit bigger pieces are easier to work with. So that's all about the printable HTV. And we do have a video on it. I think Rachel just put the blog, but there is a video as well that I did. And we put it on just koozies or can cooler things. Okay, so this one says, "'Tis the season to sparkle." And I have glitter. I don't know how this is gonna work. It might be an absolute fail. I don't know how it's gonna work because the glitter pieces can be a little big, so they may peel up a tiny bit. So I'm wondering, do you think I should put a color underneath it, like a white, and then do the glitter? Or just let it be the glitter? Let me know. Whatever you guys think I should do. And if you're just tuning in, this is kind of the extended version of 12 Days of Crafting. We just finished the other project, which is drying, but we'll have these lives posted up soon. So if you're tuning now, this is kind of the extended one. I'm gonna do this project. Thin coat of white. That's kind of what I was thinking. White, then the glitter. So I will do that. White, then the glitter. Okay. I'm just gonna use this one this time. And I did put Mod Podge on it and then let that dry. It's kind of hard to see where the... Oops, I splattered on it. Well, kind of splattered on the top of my canvas, so I'll have to come back and paint that. But these are just basic white canvases that I painted black. But you can buy black ones, I think. I think you can buy black canvases. I just got the white ones. Michael's has those big packs of the canvases. And I used them for some projects a couple years ago. So I have a closet full of canvases. Okay. Kylie just put the link up to my TikTok. Craft what not to do when making glass Christmas ornaments. That's what not to do. I've got everything with a white coat. And this is a file, again, that I got from Design Bundles. If you want to look for the file, that's where I got it. Okay, I'll let that dry a little bit. It's got to dry a little bit. And if you're just tuning in, this is kind of the extended version of our crafting. I was going to show you while that's drying. A couple years ago, we did these canvases. We did it as a class at work, and we also, there's a video on it, but we did these and then put lights in them so it will light up at night. We just use little string lights, just a set of, they're a little teeny bulb on them. They're not LED lights, they're just a little string light. And you just poke holes every once in a while and put the lights through. And they were really fun. We do have a video on how to do these, but putting canvas or putting HTV on canvas works really well. I don't know if they were as small as the fairy lights or if they're a little bit bigger. They're not quite the fairy lights. They're a little bigger than the fairy lights. You can usually find them at Christmas in just the strands of like 15 or 20 because you don't want that many. The fairy lights, unless I'm thinking wrong, the fairy lights, aren't those just little tiny along the string? They don't really stick out at all? I could be wrong, but if that's what the fairy lights are, these are a little bit bigger than the fairy lights that go in here. And I don't have one that's finished here, but we do have the video, and I can find the link to the video after this, but it's a fun project. And we would stick like a bulb through each of the snowflakes and a couple in the letters, and they turned out really fun. And the little battery pack would just sit back here, so you can set it up anywhere, put it on your wall, do anything with it. So that's another one. This came in the same bundle that these two other Christmas ones came in. So 'Tis the Season to Sparkle and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. They came in a bundle from Design Bundles. So that's another thing you can do with canvas. Okay, I don't know if it's dry yet. I don't think it needs to be completely dry, but a little drier. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Rachel. Should have dig for it a little bit. I did do a Vinyl Friday with it, then I think we have a quick video, but that's the Vinyl Friday. I think some of my spots were a little thick. So thank you everyone who stayed tuned in a little bit longer or is just tuning in. Again, if you're just tuning in, I know I keep repeating myself, but if you just tune in, you don't know what we're doing. We're doing our 12 days of crafting, and this is the extended one. I already did the first project, which was this, on a canvas. This canvas is from Hobby Lobby, and yes, it's backwards. And then the second one I decided to do on this canvas. I know, blow dryers are great. I just didn't bring it in here with me. I don't have a fan in here, but I think we're about at a point where I can start the glitter. It's just gonna mix with a little bit of white paint, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not sure how this glitter is gonna work. But it's just a Deco Art glitter from Hobby Lobby, but the pieces are a little big. Okay, yeah, everybody, Lynn says you can all blow on it, so everybody blow on it. Dry it out for me. Give a thumbs up, you know, dry it out. Okay. Need to shake it up a little bit more. Okay. kind of got a gel consistency, so we'll see how that works. I'll get a bigger brush to put it on. So those just tuning in, I'm just using Ormas stencil on a sign and just stenciling the sign. So it's part of our 12 days of crafting. And if you missed the first part of it, not a problem. We'll get it posted up to Instagram and posted to Facebook as well as YouTube. I haven't loaded them to YouTube yet, but I've got them all downloaded, ready to go to YouTube. Just haven't had a chance to do that yet. You know, the time kind of gets away from you when you're trying to do a million things. I want to make sure I get enough glitter everywhere that needs glitter. I feel like I'm wiping it off a little bit when I do this. It also feels like that fake snow. You know when you put fake snow on stuff? That's kind of what it feels like as well. Oh, somebody said that they've used Ormask on wood and then used a scorch marker and heat and it makes it a fun look. That would make a fun look. We actually tried one time, I don't know if I should admit this, but we actually tried at work one time Ormask on some wood slices, and then don't do this at home and don't do it unless you've got parental supervision, but we tried gunpowder. We put a little gunpowder on it and then lit it. It did burn the Ormask a little bit, but not enough to ruin the design underneath. You'd have to do a little bit of a simple design underneath, but it was kind of fun. But don't do that one unsupervised. Make sure you're supervised. And in a spot that gunpowder can really go up in flames. Okay, I think I have pretty much covered. Some spots may have more glitter than others. Just the way this glitter is. I think it's got enough. We'll just have to go for it. Yeah. Jenny, I think my hubby can get into the gunpowder crafting. Yes, you just have to be very careful and read up about it on what you really need to do. And wear goggles and stand back when you light it. Do all of that. Okay, I think I'm going to call it. If it doesn't have enough glitter, I can take a little paintbrush and put a little glitter on it later. So now, I have a feeling if I let this dry, it might be harder because the glitter pieces are a little bit bigger. So I'm going to take it off while it's wet. Most pieces. Not too bad so far. The glitters are splashing a little bit because I'm peeling it off now, but I was afraid of letting it dry too much. And if it splashes a little, that just adds character and makes it look like the glitter splattered a little. Makes it look like you've got extra glitter on it. And I think this would be a fun design. You could put extra glitter on if you wanted. Kind of splatter the glitter around. Except I think I just splattered it on me. Just glitter, okay. So I will work on peeling the little pieces, but that's what it looks like so far. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know if you can see the glitter. It's not extremely sparkly, but you can kind of see the glitter on it. So even glitter paint works. I'll put it to the side a little bit. So another idea to use your stencil vinyl for. So I will get this one finished and post a picture of it. Some of these spots are really tiny, so I am going to let it dry before I peel those off. But another fun project. That's a rogue glitter piece right there. There we go. So another fun project. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you for sticking around the whole time if you stuck around the whole time. If you missed the beginning, we'll get this posted. As soon as we end this, we'll get it posted. And I'll make sure that pictures go up so you can see it the right way. Yeah, gunpowder crafts at work is probably something you don't want OSHA to hear about. Yeah, it's probably something we don't. It was fun and we were clear away from the building, but it's probably something we don't want them. But thank you everybody for tuning in for our 12 days of crafting. And tomorrow is ornaments. I put them back there, ornaments. And if you want to see what not to do while making ornaments, go check out our TikTok channel, or I don't know if it's on Facebook, but we'll get it posted on Facebook. It's just a quick little, we condensed it down to a quick little video. But it's in our Instagram feed and Reels, and we'll get it on Facebook, and it's also on TikTok. That's what not to do. But we would love it if you go out there and like the video and make sure others see it that way. But thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you all again tomorrow, and then Jessica is doing Fridays, so we will see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening, guys.